Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this is episode number 5 of 6 of our International Franchise Mode team builds here in NHL 20. Today we'll be looking at Team Sweden. We bring the best players from a certain country from the NHL to one team, so basically like an Olympic team, which I really hope NHL players can participate in the Olympics once again. This is inspired, of course, by the World Juniors just ended in the past month. So what we're going to do is bring all the best players of Team Sweden in a team, see just how good they can do in the NHL. Now looking at the lineup of Team Sweden, we have Elias Pettersson as a number 1 center, along with Gabriel Landeskog and Elias Lindholm. They do have a +1, making Lindholm an 87, Pettersson an 90, Landeskog an 88. The second line will have Nick Backstrom at center, along with Philip Forsberg and Rickard Rakell on the wing. The third line will be composed of Mika Zibanejad, along with Victor Arvidsson and William Nylander. And the fourth line will be William Karlsson, along with Patrick Hornqvist and Victor Olofsson. Looking at defense, the defense is very strong. Hedman and Karlsson are the same pairing. That's two of the best defensemen in the league, along with John Klingberg and Rasmus Dahlin for the second pairing. Ekholm and Klefbom, they do have a -1, unfortunately, but still at 83 and 84, which is not bad. Hedman and Karlsson, 91 and 90. Dahlin and Klingberg, 85 and 87. As for goaltending, I brought the king, Henrik Lundqvist, the veteran. I want him to represent Team Sweden for this video. One of the best goaltenders in the league for many years. Jacob Markstrom was... Now as for special teams, we have Elias Pettersson on the main power play unit with Backstrom and Landeskog, Hedman and Karlsson, the best pairing defense on a power play unit in the NHL for sure. Then Rakell, Nylander, Forsberg, Klingberg, and Dahlin is the unit number 2. Now looking at the jerseys, I do think they came out pretty nicely. It's just a simple yellow and blue lines. Now we got the opposite, the blue with the yellow lines. I think I'm pretty close with the actual type of yellow and blue from what was available in the game. Now the logo is made out of the Retro Kings logo, made all blue and all yellow. Those are jerseys for Team Sweden. As you guys can see, 99 offense, 95 defense, and 89 goaltending are the stats. There's Victor Hedman with the C. Great year, made it to the All-Star game, would be the backup at 86 overall, Lundqvist at 87. So definitely a very good team composed of some of the best Swedes in the NHL, some players I really like in real life. And I think this is a team that'd be pretty close to an Olympic caliber team for this country. Now, if you guys did miss it, we have 4 previous episodes that have already been uploaded. So I made Team Canada, Team USA, Team Russia, and Team Finland. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. They're all in a playlist on my channel. Now, as for this team, we're not going to do any trades, no waiver pickups. We're going to just have the same team sim out in the entire season, see how good Team Sweden can do. As for captaincy, I'm going to put Victor Hedman as the captain, a leader on the team. He's been in the NHL. He's been one of the best defensemen in the NHL for many years now. Erik Karlsson, another elite defenseman, will be wearing the A. So the top defensive pairing are captain and assistant. And then Nick Backstrom will be another assistant captain for the team. Alright guys, time to get into the season. And let's see if Team Sweden can make the playoffs and hopefully win the Stanley Cup. I'm going to predict 50 wins for this team. Let's see how good they do. I was pretty close. After I predicted 50 wins, we end up with 48, 105 points. So we do finish second in the division. Looks like the Capitals won the President's Trophy. Elias Pettersson ended up with 25 goals, 77 points. Of course, a lot of scoring will be spread out because of how talented the team is. As you guys can see there, Landeskog gets 74, 31 goals. Erik Karlsson, 74 points, plus 25 for a defenseman. Backstrom, Hedman there. Forsberg, Klingberg, Nylander. There you see the rest of the team, how good they did. Looking at goaltending here, so Henrik Lundqvist, a very good year. 38, 17, and 7, 2 shutouts, 913 save percentage, 249 goals against. Markstrom was not bad either as a backup. As for the entire league, it looks like Braden Holtby ended up with 46 wins and 6 shutouts. Top of the leaderboard for goaltenders, so you see the rest of the list. As for defensemen, Erik Karlsson actually ended up leading the league for points as a defenseman with 74. That's fantastic to see. Victor Hedman down the list with 57. So we have two in the top 10. John Klingberg actually gets 64. That's Dallas's Klingberg, not ours. Now let's look at the entire league in scoring. And Alex Ovechkin with a monstrous year with 63 goals, 108 points. A lot of players with over 100. McDavid, Crosby, Kuznetsov, Scheifele, Teravainen, and Aho, Draisaitl, Malkin. That's insane. Barkov. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players with over 100 points. That's crazy. Only 2 with over 50 goals, Seguin and Ovechkin. As for Seguin and Ovechkin, the only 2 players with over 50 goals. Now, as for rookie skaters, let's take a look at that. Jack Hughes, 71, Kako, 60. I'm used to seeing Kako at the top. Nice to see Jack Hughes get first in scoring. Cody Glass, Quinn Hughes, Sam Steele, Igor Gurianov, Zadina, Alexander Nylander. That's the rest of the skaters. As for the goaltenders, Ilya Samsonov, the backup for Holtby, Blackwood there in New Jersey, Legacy, Demko, and Draker. Okay, now let's jump into the playoffs to see who we're facing. It looks like it is going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs in round number 1. It's going to be definitely a tough matchup against the Leafs. Let's see how good Team Sweden can do. Let's sim up 3 games at a time here. So game number 1, 4-2 loss. Game number 2, we need to bounce back. 8-2 win. There you go. That's how you bounce back. 4-3 OT win in game number 3. And in game number 4, see if we can take the series stranglehold there. 6-4, 3-1 series lead. 1 win away from beating Toronto, and there it is. We beat the Leafs in 5 games. Leading the team, Nick Backstrom with 8 points in 5 games. Now, I forgot to mention early in the episode, I did take out the Ottawa Senators just because they're the lowest rated team in the league. I did have to remove one team to be able to make place for a new one. Now we're facing the Tampa Bay Lightning around number 2. Down 2-1. There we go. We tie it 2-2 series after 4 games. Definitely a tough opponent. 6-3 in game number 5. 6-2 loss in game number 6. We're actually facing the Lightning in game number 7. Oh wow, we lose against the Lightning in 7 games. Unfortunately, Team Sweden cannot get it past the second round. Definitely a very good opponent in the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rickard Rakell actually led the team in scoring with 14 points. The most goals went to Pettersson with 7, Backstrom there, Eric Carlson with 12. It's the rest of the players there. So definitely a disappointing playoff run. Team Sweden had a very good season, but unfortunately we do lose against the Lightning. Gonna sim up to the draft, see who won the cup and who won the individual awards as well. So the Pittsburgh Penguins actually win the Stanley Cup. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, they have another Stanley Cup on their resume. Congrats to the Pens. Alright, so let's take a look at the individual awards before we do end off the episode. Pettersson is up to a 90 overall. So the Penguins win the cup. The Presidents went to the Capitals. It looks like the Anaheim Ducks were in the final against the Pens. Art Ross goes to Ovechkin as well as the Hart. Norris goes to John Carlson. Ladybane, Teravainen. Calder went to Jack Hughes. Conn Smythe, Sidney Crosby. Vesna went to Mrazek. Jennings went to Holtby. Masterton to Theodore. Jack Adams to the Hurricanes coach. The Selke went to O'Reilly. Ted Lindsay and the Rocket to Ovi. So Ovechkin winning 4 awards. What a tremendous year for Ovi. Sidney Crosby gets another Stanley Cup and the MVP. So that's going to do it for the episode, guys. Next up, we have Team Europe as the last episode of our series. Definitely looking forward to that episode. It's going to be a lot of fun with different countries. Do leave a like if you enjoyed the video, guys. Would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new so you don't miss out on any new content. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.